Fox Sports.
We are Fox. We are
Tonight, a pitching matchup you don't want to miss. With a 4-1 record and coming off his best start of the year, Atlanta ace Julio Teheran toes the slab opposite the Dodgers' three-time and reigning National League Cy Young Award winner, Clayton Kershaw. Tell your boss you'll be late for work tomorrow. It's Tuesday night baseball from the West Coast. It's the Braves and Dodgers Game 2 next. One of baseball's great cathedrals is Dodger Stadium here at Chavez Arena. Another sparkling day for a ball game. It's Game 2 of this big three-game series between the Braves and the Dodgers. And what a pitching matchup we have set for you. Julio Teheran for the Braves. Clayton Kershaw takes the ball for Los Angeles. Hi again, friends. Chip and Joe, welcome back to Los Angeles. Game 1 started just the way we thought. Very good pitching from the starters. Unfortunately, the game fell apart for the Braves bullpen. 3 eighth-inning home runs led to a 6-3 Dodger win. Let's hope Julio Teheran has his A stuff, because Clayton Kershaw is as tough as they come against the East.
No question about that. Can't afford to give up too many runs tonight. You don't expect to score many runs against Clayton Kershaw. But for Julio Teheran, he's kind of been returning to normal. His last 2 starts, he has been much better. He's only given up 1 run in each of those 2 starts. And his last start against Milwaukee, he went a season-high 7 innings. A lot of fastballs, 2 over his last 2 starts, including 66% fastballs in those 2 outings. 2 walks, 13 strikeouts in his last 2 outings. Good work, good numbers for Julio.
So Julio's pitching like himself. The question in Dodger Lane is, what's wrong with Clayton Kershaw?
Good question. I think everybody in Dodger Town would like to know, because he has been struggling for him. He's 2-3 with an ERA in the 4s. He's still got that nasty hook to go with fastball that's in the low to mid 90s. Here are some numbers to hang your hat on. 4 straight consecutive Major League Baseball ERA titles. Nobody's ever done that before. He's now got 3 Cy Youngs. Oh, by the way, he was the MVP last year. First pitcher since Bob Gibson to do that. This guy's pretty good.
Indeed he is. 19 career starts against the National League East. He's only 15-0. Let's see if the Braves can take care of that tonight. By the way, those on-again, off-again Alberto Callaspo trade rumors, apparently they're on again. He was a late scratch. When we come back, Christina Fitzpatrick will tell you what's going on the trade front with Alberto Callaspo. As we continue from Dodger Stadium after this.
Atlanta Braves baseball is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day. your Atlanta area Mazda dealers.
Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. It's game 2 between the Braves and the Dodgers as Atlanta gets set to face Clayton Kershaw tonight. And once again, a late scratch for Alberto Callaspo, who is set to start third base tonight. We just received word moments ago from the Braves that he was scratched because possible trade discussions have resurfaced. And the Braves are once again in discussion about a trade for Alberto Callaspo. And it is a safe assumption to say that it is the Dodgers that they are discussing with. Like last night, Callaspo was scratched late out of precaution to avoid any possible injury in the case that he may be traded. So we will continue to follow this. As for now, Pedro Siriaco will start at third base. Will bat 8th in the lineup for the Braves as they face Clayton Kershaw tonight in game 2. Stay with us. More to come on the Callaspo trade and lineups and first pitch after the break here in LA.
To the lineups, presented by skipper Freddie Gonzalez for the second straight night, a last-minute scratch. Pedro Siriaco is in for Alberto Callaspo at third base, as you heard Christina report a moment ago. Those trade talks have heated up once again with the Braves and an unnamed team, but it's apparently the Dodgers. We hope to have more on that later on tonight. We hope to have, Joe, success against one of the game's elite left-handed pitchers, Dodger Clayton Kershaw.
Well, if they do make a deal with the Dodgers, it'll sure save on travel expenses. Clayton Kershaw is pretty good. 9 starts this year. The numbers not Clayton Kershaw-like. 2-3 at 4.32 ERA. A lot of walks for him, and he's already given up 6 home runs this year. He only gave up 9 all last season. And we're waiting on ESPN as always, and ESPN's moved their camera over into our booth, so we've got to move over and sit shoulder to shoulder because we've got to manipulate their camera. What's that all about?
Well, our cameraman's a very nice guy. I mean, he's doing his best to accommodate us.
What's so nice about him?
Strike one. Well, at least ESPN started the game on time.
Yeah, the fans say the game's going to start at 7:10 and you start at 7:12. It's not fair to the paying customers.
Right on time, and a strike to Jace Peterson. And Kershaw loves to work quickly. 3 excellent pitches, and has been awfully tough for the Braves to beat and the National League East to beat.
You know what, though? He's made 5 starts against the Braves in the regular season. He's only got 1 decision. 4 times he got lucky or the bullpen blew it for him.
That takes care of Jace Peterson. 1 up, 1 down on a Kershaw strikeout. Yeah, one game in particular we were talking about. As you see the strikeout pitch. Kershaw wanted to stay in the game late. I think that's 1-0. And Don Mattingly came out, and he was 115, 116 pitches, some crazy number at the time. And he convinced Don Mattingly, I want to stay in the game. He lost that game.
Yeah, Braves came in and came to life and knocked him out of the game and went on to win the game.
That's inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Some of those problems you mentioned with Kershaw about the bullpen had to do with Kenley Jansen not being here. Jansen coming back from a broken foot. Picked up the save last night. He's perfect 9 for 9 in the save department since returning from injury. Don Mattingly and Rick Honeycutt. There's a track record with Clayton Kershaw. He started slowly last year for them. And you mentioned the incredible season he had with the Dodgers in 2014. ERA title, MVP, unanimous Cy Young Award winner. 21-3, a 1.77 ERA. This pitch popped up toward third. Justin Turner at foul ground. He'll have an easy play. There's the second out. And to the point about Kershaw starting slowly last year, first 6 starts, 3-2.
Number 5.
Last 21 starts, 18-1.
Yeah, I'd say he went to the whip. 198 innings last year, 239 strikeouts, 31 walks.
Fouled the first pitch out of play for a strike.
But again, his numbers this year, already 16 walks. That's half of his total a year ago. 28 earned runs. He only gave up 39 earned runs all last season.
Just think if he didn't match up with Madison Bumgarner, how much better his record would be. The Giants left-hander has been kryptonite for Clayton Kershaw. Dodgers coming off a 3-game series sweep at the hands of the Giants at AT&T Park, a series where they didn't score a single run. And Kershaw was beaten 4-0 by Bumgarner in that last start. He also gave up a home run to Madison Bumgarner. First time he's given up a homer to a pitcher in his big league career. 1-2 count. There's the big breaking ball, and Kershaw has a couple of first-inning strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Here comes Julio Teheran for the Braves. Julio Teheran trying to slow down the 27-17 Dodgers, who have the second best winning percentage in the league behind the St. Louis Cardinals. Jock Peterson leads off. He's in center field. Jimmy Rollins hit a home run last night. Kendrick, Adrian Gonzalez, Turner, ETHIER, Alex Guerrero, a pinch hit homer. A.J. Ellis hits 8th, Kershaw 9th. That's the Academy Sports and Outdoors Dodgers starting 9.
Julio Teheran makes his 10th start of the year. He is 4-1 with a .391. We've been talking about his last 2 starts. There are the numbers: 2 walks, 13 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .283 against him for the year. His 4 keys to pitching success tonight. There's going to come opportunities because he's against Kershaw where I think 5 pitches will be very key to the outcome of this game for Julio Teheran. He's going to have to make good pitches with those to try to limit the damage, knowing Kershaw is going to be tough to score on. And if he gives up some long balls, and he's given up 9 of them, and these Dodgers hit a bunch of them, make them solos.
LA's hit 60 home runs this year. 3 in the 8th inning last night. And the first pitch to Jock Peterson's a strike. This kid knows about hitting home runs. He's popped 12 of them already. And is hitting .250 for the year. Just missed inside, says Dana DeMuth. He's got the plate. Dana DeMuth knows about watching homers too. He was behind the plate when Barry Bonds at number 755. For the San Francisco Giants. And a shot to deep short. Simmons backhands. Long throw, a beauty. There's the first out. In what figures to be a close game, defense will be key tonight as well. You feel good with Simmons anchoring your middle infield. Chase Peterson's at second. Soriaco again, a late addition to the lineup at third base. Freeman at first. Bethencourt behind the plate. Gomes with a lefty on the mound is in left. Cameron Maybin and Nick Markakis in center and right respectively. One away for Jimmy Rollins.
Yeah, earlier today we thought maybe that trade rumor was dead in the water. But here we are again, kind of like last night. Iasco scratched from it, from the lineup. I guess that means he's unavailable, pending a deal. Which, if that's the case, then the Braves are shorthanded. Trying to play and waiting to see if it's going to happen.
Ground ball. Peterson diving play. Rolled up on that left hand, and that's what cost him a chance to get Rollins. And he comes up shaking the left hand, the glove between his legs. Hope Jace is all right. That's how Gosselin hurt himself, you might recall, on a diving play at third base.
At least he was able to skid on the heel of his glove and not get it rolled over. Good stop. Rollins still too quick down the line.
And Joe, you bring up a good question. If the reports were accurate as to the trade last night, if Uribe was the guy coming back to the Braves, he was available. He pinch hit last night.
Yeah, he did.
So I don't know if he's the guy coming back if the deal goes down. We don't know if the Dodgers are shorthanded.
We don't even know if it's the Dodgers. We haven't even confirmed that it's them.
Assuming it's L.A. So we'll know more as soon as the 27th out is made here in Los Angeles. Scoreless game. Rollins at first, a 1-out infield hit. Here's Howie Kendrick, former Angel. Had a great chat with him on the elevator last night after the ball game. Howie's a really nice guy. From Callaway, Florida, grew up a huge Braves fan. Watched him all the time on the Superstation. The pitch is back to the screen, foul, and out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Kendrick with 4 homers, 17 knocked in, and hitting .293 for the year. That's a good pitch, 2-2.
Julio's breaking ball in that start against Milwaukee, most of the time the one that was effective was that one. It's not the real hard breaking ball. Took a little off, Had the hitters out on their front foot. Struck out 8.
Missed the breaking ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I think it's safe to say when Julio's been at his best, he's really trusted his fastball. I know that's a dangerous proposition when you face a power-hitting team like the Dodgers. Let's see what he has in mind. With a full count, Rollins a big lead at first. Jimmy's going. Good jump. Pitch is a strike. The throw to second is also a strike. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. And the Dodgers are done in the first inning. Bethancourt sprints to the Braves dugout. Good work. Good call, good throw, and goodbye Dodgers in the first. Tonight. Look at the arm of Christian Bethancourt.
And if you're going to miss to the first base side of the bag where the infielder has a chance to make the catch and the tag at the same time, as Jace did there. Got him by a mile.
So Rollins nabbed for the 4th time trying to steal this year. And the Braves go back to work against Kershaw, who struck out 2 in the first inning. MARKAKIS leads things off. And your first pitch might be the best pitch you see from Kershaw. A couple of early swings in the count for the Braves tonight. And Nick pops one on a play for a strike. Rare 0 for MARKAKIS last night. Nick was 0 for 4 with a double play. And that's taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's the slow curve that missed. 2 balls and a strike. Good fastball, good slider, good curveball. The arsenal for Clayton Kershaw. And that's lashed to the left side and foul. Nice catch. And it's 2-2. Little pop into shallow left field. That's going to be caught for out number 1. Alex Guerrero made the play. And MARKAKIS is out number 1. Kershaw was the 7th overall pick in 2006. It's always fun to go back and look and see how differently baseball history might have been written had the teams picking ahead of the Dodgers chosen differently. The number 1 pick in the draft that year was Luke Hochevar from Kansas City. Greg Reynolds went 2nd to Colorado. Tampa Bay, real happy with their pick. That was Evan Longoria. The Pirates selected Brad Lincoln 4th. The Mariners took Brandon Morrow 5th. Andrew Miller went 6th to the Tigers, and then the Dodgers got Kershaw.
And he was a high school pitcher out of Dallas.
High school teammates with Matthew Stafford.
With these mechanics, I can understand how maybe he wasn't high on everybody's list. He went 7th. That's
right,
pretty darn high, but not the number 1 pick. But a terrific athlete, great football player in high school, wide receiver. He's now 6'4", 225.
There's a strike to Johnny Gomes. It's 2-1. Gomes with a 4-game hit streak. I guess you could say the same thing about Clayton Kershaw that the Braves say about Alex Wood. His mechanics and his motion rather unorthodox. But the Dodgers obviously wise enough not to change what made Kershaw attractive in the first place.
Yeah, they wanted to smooth him out. They didn't need to.
How about the change? Gomes swings and misses. Kershaw's got his 3rd strikeout. He's got everything working in the first inning and 2/3 tonight.
But one of the things that makes his curveball great, look how he comes right over the top with it. That's the same release point as his fastball. But by coming right over the top, he's got some real downward tilt on it. 12-6, as they like to say. But it's coming from the same spot as the release point on his fastball.
And you're right, that was a breaking ball, not a changeup from Kershaw.
Mad at himself for bouncing one.
Well, he is human. I mean, he's shown that in the first 2 months of the season for the Dodgers. As Anderson Simmons bats with a 1-0 count and bounces one deep short. Rollins with backhand. Long throw in time. And Kershaw's got 6 up, 6 down as we head to the home second.
Low price every day.
Beautiful night in Los Angeles, where we're scoreless heading to the home second. International pop sensation Charlie XCX will perform after the game on Wednesday, June 10th for a free post-game concert presented by Coca-Cola and Delta Airlines. VIP field and backstage passes are available now. Get your tickets now at Braves.com/concerts. Pair aces hooking up in game 2 tonight.
Since 2013, Julio Teheran 7th in wins in the National League, 11th in ERA. Kershaw does him a little bit better. 39 wins, second in the league, best in Major League Baseball in ERA since 2013. But again, he's scuffling to get out of the starting blocks here so far this season.
Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Ended the first for Julio. He faces Adrian Gonzalez, the Dodger first baseman. He's looking for his 1,000th RBI tonight. He's 6th in the league with 33 so far this year. He had a ribby in the 7th inning last night, a game-tying RBI that rolled about 35 feet down the first base line against Luis Avilan.
Yeah, there were a few that were dinked and dunked in last night. Scouts were still talking about the defensive play overall of Jace Peterson and how he's been impressive to them. He made a couple of terrific plays running out into shallow right field last night for outs.
There's a strike. It's 3-1. Jace almost took away a hit from Jimmy Rollins in the first inning. No such luck. Now it's full count. Justin Turner waits next. He's the Dodger third baseman. Julio wants a new set of signs. He's got one to his liking, and here's the payoff pitch. It's right back to the mound. Teheran will knock it down, and he got Gonzalez for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 10, Justin Turner.
Tried a two-seamer to try to start it in, make him give up on it, but this guy didn't give up on much. He did get jammed, however, and Julio had plenty of time to knock it down and throw him out.
Well, what's turned out to be a surprising development for the Dodgers is the man that's really won the everyday third base job. Justin Turner is that man for Los Angeles. Juan Uribe has been the starter here for the last couple years. Turner's gotten some big hits for the Dodgers, big home runs. He's played great defensively, and he's the guy that we saw with the Mets. He was kind of a good player, but not really an everyday guy in New York.
No, not at all. He was a utility guy that was kind of punched some hits against you. Jumps out of the way, got hit his first at bat last night. But he's been terrific, and maybe that's why the rumors about Uribe on the trading block, maybe that's where they came from. This guy's success. And is he a California guy? I was thinking he was a California guy, and I was wondering if maybe coming back to his home state.
Long Beach. Lives in Bellflower.
He's from Long Beach. Cal State Fullerton guy. So maybe that comfort level's helped him too.
Duran's ahead of him. A ball and 2 strikes. And now it's 2-2. Started 15 games at third base for the Dodgers now. Both games in this series. And Teheran just missed the corner. Deep count.
He wanted that one. He did a little pirouette after this pitch was called a ball. But PNC Bank box track show you it was away.
That's bounced into the photographer's well on the outfield side of the Dodger dugout. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Fly ball center. That'll chase Cameron MAYBIN back. And that is a more Dodger Stadium-like fly ball.
Agreed. It's kind of hung up in the heavy air there tonight.
Number 16.
All we've heard is how the ball has been flying all year long here in Los Angeles. That ball was hit awfully hard, but it died a few steps shy of the warning track and straightaway center by Turner.
A little bit of breeze blowing out that way, too.
Well, here's Andre Ethier, one of the hitting heroes for the Dodgers last night. His line for the year, a .313 mark, 6 homers. A leadoff homer in the 8th inning for Los Angeles gave him the lead they didn't relinquish. And late inning home runs have been this guy's specialty. Ethier's hit 151 homers in his career. 14 of them have put the Dodgers ahead in the 8th inning or later.
That's impressive.
The headline of one man's misfortune is another man's opportunity. With Crawford out and with Yasiel Puig injured with a bad hamstring. Remember, Andre Ethier was an afterthought. They tried to move him all last year, tried to move him in the offseason, tried to move him in spring training. They didn't, and the Dodgers are thankful that that was the case.
Julio's numbers against the Dodgers, he made 2 starts against them last year, went 0-2. Ethier didn't play in either game. This is the first time he's faced Tehran.
Sharply hit. Pederson lost his footing, but from a knee makes the play, and that retires the side. Julio has a perfect second inning, and the duel is on in Los Angeles.
So, you know, he has a 3-pitch arsenal, and it's just not a very comfortable. You just got to hope he makes a mistake and you can break a bat and get a base hit bloop.
Yeah, base hit bloop.
That's the best you can hope for.
Yeah, right.
Hope you brought a lot of bats.
Yeah. That swing and miss stuff tonight. 3 strikeouts for Clayton Kershaw as the Braves come up here in the 3rd inning. Just joining us, the on again, or off again, on again, whichever one you want first. Callaspo deal is apparently on again. Alberto was pulled from the lineup 10 minutes before first pitch. And Pedro Siriaco was inserted at third base in the 7th hole. He had a couple of hits last night, including an RBI that scored the first Braves run back in the 4th inning.
There's that slider slash cutter that Freddie Freeman referred to. That keeps the right-handers honest.
A bunt try. Kershaw pounced, had a little trouble getting it out of the glove, and he got his man by a quarter step. Kershaw fell to the turf after he made the throw to first, but a terrific play to nab Siriaco at first.
Like I said, a good athlete. Good idea by Pedro, but he needed to get it a little closer to the line. Foot slipped, double clutch, still got him as he went to the ground, and some help again from Adrian Gonzalez, who played a very good game at first last night.
So it's the Dodgers' turn to make a nice defensive play. One out for Christian Bethancourt. Braves catcher hitting 188. Christian started last night, had a single in 3 tries, also knocked in a 9th inning run. He's up to 6 RBIs for the year. He now has an even count.
I like how the Braves are going up aggressive. They're taking some good hacks, lefties included.
As he gets 2 strikes, he's got 3 excellent out pitches. So you can understand why you want to try to get him early in the count.
Again, Uncle Charlie right over the top.
Popped out of play, foul. Kershaw, strikeout pitcher. 3 tonight. He struck out 200 or more in 5 consecutive years. He's got 76 in 60 2/3 innings this season.
56 hits allowed, 16 of them on the first pitch. That's tied for the most in Major League Baseball.
It's not just the Braves that are aggressive against Clayton. And he just broke the bat. So Kershaw handles his second chance of the night cleanly. And 2 are out for Julio Teheran.
Pitcher, number 49.
Kershaw's already picked
Julio
up 100
Teheran.
wins. That happened on May 15th. He beat the Rockies, a team he's also no hit in his big league career. And I bet you didn't know that Clayton Kershaw's not the youngest pitcher to get to 100 wins among active players. The Mariners' Felix Hernandez is that man. It took Clayton a while. It took him 4 or 5 chances to finally get in triple digits in the big league win column.
Think they were worried?
No. Little pop into shallow center. Peterson's on the run, and Jock makes a nice running catch. 3 up, 3 down for Kershaw, who's perfect through 3. No score. 59. Harvey Haddix pitched a perfect game through 12 innings, but lost in 13 innings on a Joe Adcock homer against the Milwaukee Braves.
Well, it's quite a letdown, I'll say that. But we were just out there trying to win the game, and as far as the no-hitter was concerned, I realized it, but I just wanted to win the game.
About what time did you get the idea that you were on the way to a pretty fine ball game?
Oh, I guess I realized it back about as far as the third inning.
Third inning, huh? Third inning. Kind of like Clayton Kershaw tonight. Now, you saw in that graphic that he lost the game on an unearned run. It was a very odd sequence. Felix Mantilla reached on an error in the bottom of the 13th inning. The Braves then had a sacrifice bunt. The Pirates then walked Henry Aaron. All right. Line drive by Alex Guerrero into shallow left field. He's around first. He's thinking about two. Here comes the Gomes throw. It's off target. And Guerrero doubles to start the Dodger third. This guy's been a hitting machine for L.A. Might hurt himself.
And he plays everywhere. He's kind of the Kelly Johnson of their ball club. Third base, anywhere in the outfield, and no matter where they put him, he hits. Pinch hitting included, as we saw last night.
So back to the Harvey Haddix game. Mantilla reaches on an error, sacrifice. The Pirates walk Henry Aaron. Joe Adcock hits a homer to right field. Hank Aaron walked off the field. Adcock passed him on the base paths. Adcock and Aaron were called out. Mantilla scores the only run of the ball game, and that's how Lou Burdett picked up the win. He pitched all 13 innings.
3-run homer that turned into a single.
And a 2-hour and 54-minute game on this date in 1959.
Guerrero slid funny at the bag. He's kind of walking around there trying to figure out if he's okay. Lorenzo Bundy, the third base coach, trying to get him to jog and see how it feels.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that was ugly. Got both legs trapped under him.
Colin Guerrero out after that awkward slide. But he's the first man in scoring position tonight. That'll bring up A.J. Ellis.
You see Puig giving him a hard time about that slide.
The Dodger catcher batting 116 for the year. LA's without Yasmani Grandal. He's their everyday man behind the plate. He's out on the 7-day concussion list, but is playing in a rehab game tonight. The Braves appeal that Guerrero missed first base. Apparently, Paul Nauert says he did not. A.J. Ellis out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Great river town in the mighty Mississippi, and a strike from Julio Teheran. Even with Grandal out, Ellis has really been Clayton Kershaw's personal catcher for the Dodgers. They've had a great working relationship behind the plate. And on the mound, here's pickoff play, and Guerrero's gone. Boy, the Braves have done an excellent job of picking off runners at second base. Teheran and Alex Wood both. And Guerrero's erased on a pickoff for out number one.
And don't think for a minute the Dodgers don't talk about that in the pre-series meetings. And one of the things that Andrelton does so well is that when he wants a pickoff attempt, he doesn't stutter step to get the guy leaning back. He just breaks. And when the pitchers see him break, they spin and fire. Good throw again by Teheran.
That changes the inning dramatically. Now you've got the 8 and 9 hitters up for the Dodgers and still a scoreless game. That's 2 excellent defensive plays by the Braves. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. And now the pickoff. And that's high. Ball one. That tells you, to your point, how good the pickoff is. Everybody in baseball knows how many he has, and still you can't avoid being picked.
And you think you're okay if you're at second. Most of those came at first. And I said he's got 5 key pitches he's got to make tonight in key situations. Well, maybe one of them was right there, and it wasn't even a pitch. It was a pickoff.
One ball, 2 strikes. And Ellis sprays that off the facade of the second deck. And he'll keep the at-bat alive. A.J. Ellis, 33 years old. Here's a shocker for you. A.J. Ellis has been with the Dodger organization since 2003. That's longer than any other active player on their roster. And since his first big league season in 08, he has the lowest catcher's ERA in the game. Full count. Kershaw waits on deck. And Ellis draws a walk.
I don't mean this as an insult to A.J. Ellis. He's had a very good major league career. He's a solid catcher and thrower, but he's hitting $116. Last night he got walked right before Guerrero hit a pinch hit homer. You know, make the guy swing the bat.
Not too many fastballs in that
Crying
sequence
out
either.
loud. You could treat him like a pitcher.
Well, now one's up there, and Kershaw, who bunts it foul at first for a strike. It may work out for Atlanta, but those extra pitches pile up for Toronto. I'm with you. He's hitting 118 for a reason.
He's got a bat in his hand, and he might hit a ball out of the ballpark. I get it. But until he does, get after him.
Kershaw 1 for 20 at the plate. Only 1 sacrifice. And 9 strikeouts. That is a fair ball. There's 1, and there's 2. Bethancourt pounced on that ball before it could backspin foul, and Kershaw bunts into a double play. Another great defensive effort.
Picked it up right on top of the plate. but before it could spin off the plate, Bethencourt pounced on it and turned it into a 2-6-3 double play. Watch the ball spin, and he grabbed it before it could spin back into foul territory.
So Julio Teheran and Clayton Kershaw have gotten to the same place in very different ways. Kershaw has a perfect game through 3 innings. 3 Dodgers have reached base, but Teheran's faced the minimum because Atlanta's turned 2 double plays. LA has the only hits of the ball game, and now the Braves get a second look at Kershaw with Jace Peterson, Cameron Maybin, and Freddie Freeman coming up.
That's one of the reasons he gives up a bunch of first pitch base hits, because he comes right after you to get ahead. Jace missed a good pitch to hit.
He tries to bunt. Kershaw makes the play easily. Will come back into the mound.
Freddie Freeman, 2 for 6 with a homer in his career against Clayton Kershaw. Markakis has never faced him before tonight, but Nick's been in the big leagues a long time. He's seen other lefties that are pretty darn good too. CC Sabathia comes to mind in the American League. The guy, the left-handed hitter that's really at a disadvantage is Jace Peterson. You've never seen anybody like this before.
And he's done a good job against lefties. I mean, he's more than held his own.
Yeah, tough challenge.
But 0 for 2 tonight. Here's Cameron Maybin. He popped out to Turner in foul ground his first time up. 1 ball, no strikes. Kershaw gives righties trouble too. Maybin's 2 for 25 in his career against Clayton. He's going to be 2 for 26 with a good throw. Was that a foul ball? Apparently so. DeGuth says that ball hit Maybin, and A.J. Ellis disagrees. He's pointing to the divot. Now Don Mattingly's out to talk to the home plate umpire as well.
Did it hit his foot?
DeGuth's checking the baseball to see if there's any blue shoe polish. And now the 4 umpires are going to gather and see if there's any help.
Well, Cameron started to run and then stopped. Typically, if you get hit in the foot, you're hopping around there a little bit.
And apparently the ruling is a foul ball.
Agrees. Nobody saw anything any different than what he called.
Well, we're in Hollywood. We don't know if it's a foul ball or not. If it wasn't, Cameron wins the Academy Award for best foul.
Yeah, I think it did. Kind of the sole of his shoe.
And a line to the third. Turner grabbed that one shin bone high. 11 straight retired by Clayton Kershaw. 2 outs.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
And here's Freddie Freeman. He struck out back in the Braves first.
Cameron was sitting on that slow curve.
Kershaw has no-hit stuff tonight. His first career no-hitter June 18th against the Rockies last year. Struck out 15 men on 107 pitches. His 15 strikeouts were the most ever for a Dodger in a no-hitter, and were the most by any pitcher in baseball history that didn't allow a runner to reach base via hit, walk, or hit by pitch.
Say that again with respect to that Dodger thing again.
His 15 strikeouts were the most ever for a Dodger in a no-hitter.
And that includes Mr. Koufax, who threw 4 of them, I believe.
His 15 strikeouts were the most ever for a Dodger pitcher in a no-hitter. Two balls and a strike for Freddie Freeman. And the first deep count for Clayton tonight.
Markakis on deck. Braves looking for their first base runner in a scoreless game, 4th inning. .93-mile-an-hour fastball.
Freddie was a little late.
That's a pop fly foul left side. Still a full count.
As Freddie said, about the best you can hope for is a broken bat flare drops in for a hit. We know he can do better than that, but he might take that right now.
Won't happen. Kershaw struck him out. He set down the first 12 in order. Kershaw with 4 strikeouts. Top of the Dodger order is coming up. Braves have their hands full with Kershaw, and LA the same with Tehran. Baseball at bat is up to the moment. At any moment, with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or your tablet. Kershaw and Tehran dueling through 3.5. Top of the order up for LA. That's Jock Peterson, who grounded out his first time up. Dodgers have one leadoff man on tonight. That was Alex Guerrero, who was summarily picked off. Leadoff men, Joe, have been a problem at times for the Braves right-hander this year.
That means you're working out of the stretch a lot when that guy keeps coming around so often during the course of the game.
Simmons can't catch it. That ball had a lot of spin. He almost overran it. And it might have ticked off the end of Anderton's glove into shallow left center field. And Jock Peterson has that aforementioned leadoff hit.
I mean, cued right off the end of the bat. Even Peterson wasn't sure where it went. Now watch from this angle how the ball goes. Starts slicing back toward Anderton. Right off the end of his glove.
Third Dodger hit starts the 4th inning, and that brings Jimmy Rollins to the plate. Rollins doing what he always does against the Braves, and that's racking up hits. Infield safety his first time. And Jimmy takes a called strike. Rollins now 268 lifetime hits against the Braves. That's more than any other active player in the major leagues. This is Jimmy's 237th career game against Atlanta. Ball one, even count. Rollins started slowly, but is beginning to heat up. He's got an on-base streak of 11 of 14 games now. And action coming since May the 12th. That one pulled foul. And down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, one thing that has not changed about Jimmy Rollins since we started watching him play, and that is how he stands so close to the plate. There were times with the Phillies where we would see his toes almost side by side on the inside line of the left-handed batter's box. It's a little more open now, but that left foot still right on the inside line, inviting you to pitch him in.
Teheran did and jammed it. Rollins pops it up and short. Simmons drops the baseball and has to step on the bag. So Jimmy Rollins will trade places with Jock Pederson, who was forced out at second on the drop by Simmons. Might have been trying to lure the Dodgers into a double play there.
He called Jace off to do just what he did. In a matter of speaking, he got the leadoff guy off the bases, who has been stealing more bases lately than Jimmy Rollins. Let's see if that puts a challenge, lights a fire under Jimmy Rollins, who got thrown out trying to steal earlier tonight.
It was the front end of the throw him out, strike him out double play of Howie Kendrick, who's the batter. Rollins already picked off 1 runner, so you know Rollins will maybe shorten up his lead a bit at first base. Bethencourt, he's going to fire to first. Freeman in front of the first base bag, no chance for a tag.
The Dodgers now 11 stolen bases and 15 caught stealing after Rollins was thrown out. He's 5 out of 8.
Pretty good lead at first for Rollins. Not going. The pitch is fouled to the right side. Braves have a chance to pick up some ground on the Nationals. Washington lost at Wrigley Field today. Addison Russell with a walk-off hit for the Cubs. 3-2 Chicago, the final score. The Mets won 5-4 over the Phillies in New York. Mets headed for the seats again. It's now 1-2 for Howie Kendrick. The 1-2 pitch. Whipped down a play again.
Good fastball, though, 93.
Another 1-2. Golf toward the gap in left center field. That's big time trouble. MAYBIN can't cut it off. It's up against the wall, and here comes Rollins. He's on his way to the plate, and the Dodgers have scored first on a Howie Kendrick one-out double.
Kendrick fouled off a couple of good pitches, including that good fastball right before this. Now let's look at the sign. It seems like on a put-away pitch, Bethancourt always wants to go to the breaking ball. They did, and they throw him a hanger. And I mean, right out over the middle of the plate.
Well, 18 RBIs for Kendrick, and the Dodgers have struck first. Adrian Gonzalez, the batter. Julio subdued him on a comeback who started the second inning. Clayton Kershaw has a run to play with. LA looking for more in the fourth inning. Another pickoff try. This time Kendrick's in safely. A run on 4 Dodger hits tonight. Ball 2. Braves will go ahead and walk Adrian Gonzalez and set up a potential double play. Dodger fans want to see Gonzalez add to his lofty RBI total. It won't happen in this at-bat. First and second, 1 out.
Well, the double by Kendrick was really the first hard hit ball of the night off of Julio. The first real mistake he's made, and it cost him a run. Even the other hits that have been hit off of him were soft off the end of the bat or jammed fastballs that, like Guerrero dropping that little flare into left field, that turned into a double. Here's one of those key pitches tonight.
Yeah. Against a man who's been real money with runners in scoring position. He's putting on a Dodger uniform. Last year, Justin Turner was 26 for 62 with runners in scoring position.
That'll endear you to a new ball club.
Yeah. That was the best average among big leaguers with a minimum of 50 at-bats. A runner at second and third base. Nothing in 1. Braves have turned 2 double plays. They could use another here. Little bloop past first and into shallow right field. Here comes Kendrick around to score. Gonzalez on his way to third and will stop there. Turner does it again. A bloop hit drives home Howie Kendrick, and it's a 2-0 Dodger lead.
What was that number coming into the series? Hitting with runners in scoring position, they were like 4 for 45 or
Some
something.
awful number.
It was just awful.
Number 16.
This series already, they've been doing a lot of this. Not a bad pitch at all by Julio, but not a good result.
That number was, Joe, 4 for 45 for the Dodgers. They've taken care of that in this inning. 2 runs on 3 hits and an intentional walk, and now it's Andre Ethier. Ethier grounded out his first time. It was sharply hit. And the ball outside. No ball, no strikes. Hammer down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Gonzalez scores. Turner's getting the green light around third. Pederson's throw to the plate will be late. Andre Ethier continues to crush Braves pitching in Los Angeles. Second double of the inning for the Dodgers, who lead 4-0.
Andre Ethier's making a lot of money. I can't tell you what it is, but I know it's $17, $18 million a year. One of the reasons they couldn't move him last year when he had no place to play here was his contract, which is quite lengthy, I think, and what he's got left, too. But he's earning it this year with what he's done to come back and play as well as he has in the absence of Crawford and Puig.
Quick meeting on the mound with Roger McDowell as the game's gotten away from Tehran here in the fourth inning. It all started with that all-important leadoff hit. Braves then got Rollins to pop into a force play. A double, walk, single, and another double has plated 4 runs. Here's Alex Guerrero. He's got a double tonight. Way outside. Julio Tehran's had a fine start to his major league career. He's 33 and 23 lifetime, but the Dodgers are a team he's never won against. 1 of 2, in fact. He has yet to beat the Cardinals. And he has 2 very tough assignments on this road trip. He's got Kershaw tonight, and Sunday he's scheduled to match up with Madison Bumgarner in San Francisco. Bumgarner pitched tonight for the Giants. They're leading the Brewers in the 9th inning 6-3. One ball, 1 strike for Guerrero.
Well, as we saw last night when he hit the pinch hit home run, this guy likes to sit back on that back leg. And likes the fastball. Had a little trouble with that hook.
Julio tried the corner, didn't get the call. It's now 2-2. Well, the April Rookie of the Month in the National League. And Clayton Kershaw getting a long rest. The Dodgers have scored 4 times here in the 4th inning. Full count.
Already put one guy on this inning, and that was understandable. This would be another that I wouldn't give in here with a base open, and Ellis and Kershaw due up behind him.
25th pitch of the inning. And a pop fly headed for the Braves dugout. And that's into the seats. As we mentioned last night, in the old days, that would have still been in play here at Dodger Stadium. 6 extra rows of luxury box seats by the dugouts, and then all that territory behind home plate. That used to be green grass and warning track. Braves have been in the field for about 25 minutes here in the 4th inning. And another pop. Failing to give chase. This one will bounce on top of the dugout. Alex Guerrero is 27, lives in Miami. He's from Cuba. Played for Las Tunas in Cuba City Nacional. He was a 3-time All-Star. He's putting up a great 4th inning fight.
93 fastball, and he had a real good hack at that.
3-2 pitch again. He lost it. So he didn't give in. Guerrero walks. Second walk of the inning. And now the catcher, A.J. Ellis, will bat. And the Braves bullpen begins to stir in the right field corner.
Well, and you wonder how many arms he's got available down there tonight. You know, if this rumored trade deal is involving Cayaspo and anybody else on the team, including anybody in the bullpen, you wonder how many arms and how many bodies Freddie Gonzalez has available to him tonight.
Yeah, Ken Rosenthal of FoxSports.com is saying it's a rumored 6-player trade. We don't know how many from whom. As we battle on here in the 4th inning. So Ellis, bouncing ball, that's fair past Siriaco and headed for the corner. ETHIER is going to come around and score. Guerrero's getting waved. Short hop throw to Simmons. Play at the plate is going to be in plenty of time, and heading to third on the play is A.J. Ellis. So Ellis will have a double. He'll take third on the throw. Guerrero's thrown out at the plate. The Dodgers have scored 5 runs.
Fastball, two-seamer, came back to him. And for A.J. Ellis, his second extra base hit of the year. Both doubles, and just his 6th hit.
4th time this year that Tehran's allowed as many as 5 runs in a game. He's given up 5 in the 4th. Clayton Kershaw, the 9th Dodger to hit in the inning. 5 runs on 7 hits for Los Angeles. And the pitch to Clayton is up and away, ball 1. Three doubles, 2 walks, 2 singles for Los Angeles. And Kershaw gets in on the act. He's got a base hit. Ellis scores, and Kershaw's 2nd hit of the season makes it 6-0.
A.J. Ellis got his 2nd RBI of the year. Kershaw gets his 1st. And again, it's the sinker. It's the two-seamer, not the four-seamer.
So the Dodgers bat around here in the 4th inning. And Jock Pederson hits for the 2nd time in the inning. 6-0 Los Angeles. Kershaw with a hit, an RBI, and oh, by the way, is pitching a perfect game through 4. And taken downstairs, ball 1. If this score holds, the Dodgers will already clinch the series. This is their 13th home series. As this ball is hit sharply to second. Jace Peterson's got it and throws to first in time. The Dodgers 11-0-1 in their last 12 series at home. 10 hitters come to the plate for the Dodgers. 6 of them score. We go to the 5th. Gigantic lead and a perfect game through 4 innings. He's the subject of our AT&T Universe trivia question. Last year, his 1.77 ERA was the second lowest by a left-handed pitcher in the last 40 years. Who had a lower ERA in the last 40 big league seasons?
Guess that'd go back to 74. Steve Carlton comes to mind.
He had a great year for an awful Phillies team.
That's 72.
Sound right?
Might have been. I think he won 27 games.
Nick Markakis, the first man up for Atlanta. 12 up, 12 down for Kershaw, and he's got something he hasn't had much of. That's a big lead. 6-0. For the Dodger lefty.
He's got to go 5, you know.
Yes, he does. That's downstairs. Kershaw 2-1 at home this year. And a base hit to left for Nick Markakis. That spoils the perfecto. And there's a start.
See?
Number 7.
So Nick gets a standing boo from the Dodger faithful. That drama's taken care of. Now let's see if the Braves can mount a comeback.
Fastball right down Broadway. It's only the 5th hit he's allowed to a left-handed batter at home this year.
Now he's got a righty in. Johnny Gomes is riding a 4-game hit streak. There's the first Atlanta hit. It comes to start the 5th. Inside for Johnny. 1 ball, no strikes. Johnny entered play tonight with a .368 batting average against lefties. And that's taken low. Ball 2. Johnny's the subject of our Georgia lottery, hitting the jackpot. On cue, there's that average.
Yeah, almost a 500 on base percentage, too. And 5 for his last 14. Like you said last night, Chip, he's been looking forward to this no matter who was pitching. The fact that he knew he'd be in there 2 straight nights at least. Had 2 hits last night, including a double.
Belt high and a strike. 2-1. Can't imagine how hard that task is when you're a specialist player. Your job is to hit lefties. And you got guys like Kershaw and Bumgarner staring at you. That's who you got to hit. Do the best in all of baseball, and he'll see him on this road trip. He jammed him, and it's popped into shallow left. And Guerrero's under it. He's got it. There's out number 1. Markakis back to first.
Number 19, Andrelton Simmons.
Here's Andrelton Simmons. He bounced out to short his first time up. 6-0 Los Angeles. Braves are batting in the top of the 5th. Braves have to figure out something to break their hex in Los Angeles. Going back to postseason play a couple of years ago, Dodger Stadium has been the Bermuda Triangle for them. They have not played very well against the Dodgers in their home park.
Lost 9 of their last 10 here.
Stoltz is up and beginning to throw. What's surprising about the Braves in the last 10 games at Dodger Stadium is how ineffectively they've pitched in a great pitcher's park. That trend is held tonight, with Toronto allowing 6 Dodger runs. And downstairs, 1-9 of the Braves in the last 10 games.
And that includes the postseason series they had here. And the run differential over those 10 games, 2.5 per game, attributed mostly to the fact that they've really beaten up on Braves pitching.
1-2 pitch coming from Clayton Kershaw. That's ripped into left field. Clayton with a hop after the hit. Not happy with that execution, and the Braves have a rally. 2 on, 1 out. Pedro Ciriaco's coming up.
That appeared to be a hanging breaking ball also. Yep. Little hissy fit, and he's back to work.
Two on for Pedro. He tried to bunt his first time up. Kershaw handled that easily. Clayton retired the first 12 batters. He's given up 2 hits here in the 5th. Pedro had his first multi-hit game of the year yesterday. 2 for 4. He's doing good work off the bench for the Braves as well. And Ellis out for a chat as Kershaw's gone 2-0. Dodger left-handers in the bottom part of the Braves order, with 8th place man Christian Bethancourt due next.
Clayton Kershaw started getting everybody's attention really since 2010. Take a look at that. Since that time, first in the major leagues in wins, ERA, opponent's average, strikeouts, and quality starts, all in the major leagues, not just the National League.
That's how you win MVP and Cy Young awards, which Kershaw has done. There's a strike. He's back on the beam. 2-1. Now if he can just find out a way to beat Madison Bumgarner of the Giants. That's really been the only blemish for Clayton Kershaw. Already matched up with Bumgarner 3 times this year. Madison's had the better of the matchups. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball right side. Kendrick, a diving stop. Marvelous play, and Ciriaco's out on a headfirst slide. Freddie Gonzalez might want to challenge this one at first base, as Terry Pendleton said. Take a look.
We all hate those headfirst slides at first base, but it may have been a difference maker for Ciriaco. Nice play by Kendrick.
Number 27, Christian Bethancourt.
He looks safe.
But the Braves apparently won't challenge the call at first.
Really?
As Ciriaco out 4-3. Runners at second, third, 2 outs now.
That's more definitive and understandable.
Bethancourt bounced back to the mound, his first and only time up. Had a good cut, fouled straight back. Braves again very aggressive early in the count against Clayton Kershaw.
Big play by Kendrick. It's hard to score 6 runs in an inning like the Dodgers did, but you get 2 runs over, 2 runs each in 3 innings. You know, you accomplish the same thing, and the Braves, with a base hit here, could put 2 on the board.
There's been a good 2-out hitting club all year. As that one floated high for an even count. At a 282 club with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs.
Tell you what, the fans here love this curveball. They all ooh and ah every time he throws one.
Aren't many guys that throw a curveball like that anymore. A ball, 2 strikes. Pitch of the 90s was really the slider. Now the cutter, and Kershaw's got the old-fashioned curveball. He's used it well tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Fastball, 94 miles an hour. And the Braves get their first 2 hits and their first 2 men left on base. Bottom of the 5th, all LA.
And Toyota.
So few years ago, Braves finished ahead of the LA Dodgers in the National League Western Division race. Braves now play in the East, Dodgers still in the West, and they're in first in their division. Braves fans, are you on the A-list? Get your seats now for SunTrust Park in 2017 by becoming an A-list member today. Get exclusive benefits customized to meet your unique needs. Go to Braves.com/SunTrust Park. Call 404-577-9100 and join the A-list today.
That's a great look of Dodger Stadium from center field, and it was the first cantilevered structure for baseball. In other words, no posts to hold the various decks up. And it is very high standing in the field.
Amazing thing for me, who's not a Dodger fan, but coming out here once a year, year after year, you walk into this place and you could probably eat your dinner on the floors. It's immaculate.
The other thing, too, is that what was the club level, their stadium club is down the right field line behind the foul pole, and that was the Loge level. It was narrow, you know, just a
fly ball to right off the bat of Jim Rollins. 1 out.
Just a handful of rows of seats. But as it turned out, nobody when they built the ballpark in 1962 ever anticipated luxury suites, you know, or luxury suite level. And it was perfect for that, as it turned out in later years in the redo of that level.
And that's the other great thing about this place, I think, is they have continued to make it more and more modern, while it still has most of the charm and character of this stadium when it first opened, as you said, in 1962. Yes, they have the real loud and aggravating music every 5 seconds.
Horrendous.
However, it does feel like a baseball park. Nancy B is still playing on the organ from time to time.
Yeah, I talked to her tonight, and I said, how many years for you? She said, 28, and probably my last. And I said, really?
Really?
Yeah, that would be disappointing not to hear her playing the organ next season.
Delightful lady who does a wonderful job every time the Braves come here. She plays a Georgia theme song during the pregame warm-ups and introductions. That's her way of entertaining the crowd. They've changed the scoreboards here. They're now the high-definition, high-resolution video replay boards. Not only the one in right, but now one in left. There's Nancy.
Lovely lady.
She's probably looking for the music for a Charlie XCX song.
Probably.
She'll be in concert in Atlanta, later on this summer. Pitch is found back to the screen.
She just needs a chart. That's all
Nancy
right.
needs. Right?
Yeah, is that it? Oh, no, I don't think so.
No. Just give her the chord progression. She'll figure it out. But they've also tried to make things more comfortable with fans in the pavilion areas.
Was she knitting?
I didn't see. Might have been.
In between refrains, was she knitting?
Let's see. Yep. Knit one, pearl two.
What a crack up.
Maybe that's a hat for Tommy Lasorda. It's cold here.
Yeah, make it a big one.
One ball, two strikes. Up the middle. Simmons dives, can't knock it down. Howie Kendrick has his second hit of the game, a one-out single here in the Dodger fifth.
Nancy may feel like, we got 6 runs last inning. I don't need to play a lot of get fired up music anymore.
It's a nice, comfortable night. We got Kershaw on the mound, no problem. Knit one, pearl two. Knit one, pearl two. I love it. 9 Dodger hits, 6 runs. But they've got speaking of Tommy Lasorda, he's got a trattoria out in right field behind the pavilion.
Oh, is that right?
Uh-huh. There's Tommy.
I've been to some places that were kind of a trattoria, but I don't know if that's what that means.
Well, I don't speak Italian. I'll hope for the best.
No good for Tommy. I mean,
yeah.
As much as he loves Italian food.
I don't know if Tommy has to wait in line, if he has to get some fettuccine or something.
Say no.
No. Fly ball off the bat of Adrian Gonzalez, deep left. Gomes back. Goodbye. Gonzalez has RBI number 1,000 and number 1,001 with one swing of the bat.
That's one way to put an exclamation point on it. And has always had power the other way, as demonstrated here.
12th active player with over 1,000 RBIs and a fan favorite. Adrian Gonzalez ends the night for Julio Teheran, who gave up 8 runs tonight in Los Angeles. with one out in the 5th inning after Adrian Gonzalez goes deep the other way.
Our Zaxby's indescribably good play. Honored on the message board, and a curtain call as he hit that two-seamer the other way. Saw him go the other way last night on a pitch that was away from him.
And the mystery that has been Julio Teheran continued tonight in Los Angeles.
You asked me that in our opening comments, which Julio will be here tonight.
And it wasn't the good one, unfortunately, as Eric Stoltz, a former Dodger, is the man pitching for Atlanta. So that's one name I assume we can eliminate from any potential trade discussions if he's pitching tonight. And that's the other big story. The Callaspo trade is barely on tonight.
You know, I'll be the first to admit, I don't have any idea on the ins and outs of deals and what it takes to get things done and negotiations back and forth between teams and people that are involved. But man, oh man, once the game starts, it would seem to me that's got to all be put on the back burner because you only have 25 men to play with. And if there's 2 or 3 from each side that might be rumored to be involved in the deal, man, does that put the managers in a tough spot.
Beautiful play by Siriaco to take care of Justin Turner. There's out number 2.
You know, okay, the game starts. I'm using all my guys. You know, we haven't got the deal done. I got to go with 25 guys.
Yeah, if they get hurt, they get hurt. So we assume we'll have information on what will transpire after tonight's game.
Have not seen Callaspo in the dugout for what that's worth.
Remember, he had a collectively bargained right to turn down any trade that involved him until June 16th. When you sign a free agent contract, you cannot be traded until after that date. And that was the case for Callaspo. So perhaps he has had a change of heart as the Braves play the Dodgers in game 2 and are getting whacked. ETHIER to left. Gomes, a diving catch. And that's 2 outstanding defensive plays by the Braves. Defense not been a problem. Pitching has. Teheran surrenders 8 runs in 4 1/3, and the Dodgers have a big lead. June 9th when the Braves take on the Padres. The first 20,000 fans through the gates of Turner Field. We'll get that novelty. Get your tickets today by going to Braves.com/tickets. 8-0 for Clayton Kershaw as the Braves go to work offensively in the 6th inning. It's Eric Stoltz who came on in relief. He will lead things off.
I'm sure he's excited about this at bat.
Oh, yeah. There's 8 innings from Stoltz. And with Callaspo apparently unavailable, Braves bench, which was already thin, is thinned even more, so a double switch for Atlanta. So you send the pitcher up and then take your chances the rest of the inning.
Yeah, Eric started, remember, was it Sunday against Milwaukee? Short outing. Need some long relief out of him tonight. Saved the bullpen.
Kershaw has his 6th strikeout. Stoltz broke in as a Dodger in 2006. Pitched here off and on through 2009. Went to Japan, then to the Rockies, the White Sox, and then San Diego. Here's Jace Peterson, 0 for 2 in his first look at Clayton Kershaw. And he's swung and missed, I think, all 3 times on the first pitch tonight.
His start for Stoltz was last Friday. It was 2 days off.
Even count.
That was Alex Wood's scheduled start, who became ill.
And Alex is good to go, he says, tomorrow night. In the series wrap-up, he'll face Zach Greinke.
Well, there's another point about the bullpen is that if Eric can save the bullpen a little bit tonight, then you don't know how long Alex Wood could go after being ill, what his strength level will be. See the hooded sweatshirts. It is cool here tonight.
Back to the screen again by Jace. A ball and 2 strikes.
Kershaw didn't jump up and down on that one, but he did look out toward left field, knowing that he got away with a big time slow curve hanger up in his eyes.
And Peterson's down swinging. 7 strikeouts for Kershaw. That's 3 in a row. Let's see what his season high is this year for the Dodgers. 12. That came against the Rockies, a team he's dominated in his career. Double-digit strikeouts twice. April 17th against the Rockies and May 15th against the Rockies. Punched out 10 that day. As I said, a 15 strikeout no-hitter against Colorado as well. Here's MAYBIN. Swing and miss. Clayton Kershaw tonight is making his 20th start against the National League East. He has never lost. He's 15-0 against the East. And the best ERA in the National League since 2013.
And that was Julio's ERA coming into the game tonight.
He'll continue to pad his lead on Johnny Cueto. The Reds got awful news about Cueto. Inflammation in the elbow.
Yikes.
And he was a guy that the Reds might consider trading at the deadline. Still could. Cueto's going to have to prove he's healthy before anybody pays what should be a very price for one of the game's best right-handers. MAYBIN shot past Kendrick into center field. And with 2 outs, Cameron has his first hit and only his 3rd lifetime against Clayton Kershaw.
He had his hitting streak snapped at 9 games last night. And he gets another one started with this base hit. Remember, he lined out to third base his last time up. So this is 2 hard hit balls. He has ripped off Kershaw tonight.
So Freddie Freeman gave us a very accurate scouting report on Clayton Kershaw. And Clayton has executed brilliantly. He struck Freddie out twice, both swinging. Strike 1.
Kershaw's 3 losses. Came in the game 2-3. His 3 losses. He got beat by Arizona 6-0. So no run support. Got beat by the Giants and Bumgarner 2-1. And he got beat by the Giants and Bumgarner 4-0. Again, no run support. No worries about that tonight.
Nope. 6 runs in the 4th for the Dodgers. And Freeman didn't get that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
94 fastball to a 74 hook. And Rick Honeycutt, who's pitching coach, an old hard throwing lefty himself, knows every minute of it.
Did he go? Nope. Kershaw thought he did. So did Ellis. The baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, we asked at the start of our broadcast, what's wrong with Clayton Kershaw? Somewhat tongue-in-cheek. There's nothing wrong with him tonight. He's allowed only 3 hits. And another breaking ball takes care of Freeman. Kershaw strikes out the side. He's got 8 strikeouts in the game through 6 and a whopping lead of 8-0. Well, last year Clayton Kershaw was 3-2 in his first 6 starts. He went 18-1 the rest of the way for the Dodgers. Maybe tonight's the night that he begins a similar streak for Los Angeles. He has pitched beautiful baseball. Julio Teheran had a poor night, allowing 8 runs. And this game moves to the bottom of the 6th inning. Guerrero, Ellis, and the Dodger pitcher are due against Eric Stoltz. 1 ball, 1 strike. Guerrero has doubled and has been picked off. He's also walked, and he was thrown out at the plate trying to score. 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
If he grounds out here later in the ballgame, he may be trying to get thrown out for the cycle.
Yeah.
Larry base.
Picked off at second, the plate. That's always exciting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Guerrero's retired. Eric's retired the first 3 he's faced. And 1 man down.
Good start for Eric.
He's hoping to get Chris Johnson back at some point on the road trip.
Yeah.
Haven't heard what he did tonight in his rehab appearance with Gwinnett. His rehab stint yesterday was cut short by rain. Got only 1 at bat. The plan was for Chris to get a couple of games in. He was pushing to come to Los Angeles as soon as tomorrow. But it may be San Francisco when we see Chris Johnson back.
Yeah, he seemed to be chomping at the bit when we saw him in Atlanta, getting ready for those rehab at bats.
Yeah, we understand Gwinnett was rained out. There's bad weather in Atlanta, so they'll have a doubleheader today and a doubleheader tomorrow. Or doubleheader tomorrow and doubleheader the next day, I beg your pardon. Joey Terdosilovich, remember him? Got hurt in the spring.
Of course.
Had his first rehab stint with Rome. He had a couple of hits in 4 tries. So Joey T might be beginning his way back. Two balls and a strike for A.J. Ellis, who's walked, doubled, and scored tonight. But more importantly, he's called another fine game for Kershaw. 3 balls and a strike. Popped up. Chase Peterson at second from the grass in right. Puts that away for the second out. National League scores. The long national nightmare in Cincinnati is over. Their 9-game losing streak ended tonight. They beat Colorado 2-1. Michael Lorenzen was the man that started for the Reds. Giants did beat Milwaukee. That's a 6-3 final score. Mets 5, Phillies 4. Cardinals beat Arizona 6-4, and the Pirates beat the Marlins again 5-1. The Dan Jennings experiment. No offense to Dan. That thinking outside the box hasn't changed the fact that the Marlins are having an awful year. That's a big surprise. They're better than the way that they've played, I think.
Their offense, that's the thing that, you know what, Chip, it bumfuzzles me. I'm just not sure what's wrong with their offense.
Marlins have scored just 176 runs this year. With all that pop. And Clayton Kershaw is out, and so are the Dodgers. We go to the 7th, all LA in game 2. It's 8-0 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Clayton Kershaw is rolling merrily along. He's 3-hit the Braves through 6 innings of work tonight. His 1.77 ERA last year was the second lowest by a lefty in the last 40 years. Who had a lower ERA? That's tonight's AT&T trivia question.
Okay, I said Carlton, and then you said was that 72, so I think that's outside the 40-year range. And if so, I'm going to go with Ron Guidry.
Ron Guidry's a great answer. How about John Tudor? Remember him with the Cardinals? He had a great year one year in St. Louis, and it was the Gator. Good job, Jose.
Oh.
Ron Guidry in 1978, 174. Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry. Still hear Mel Allen saying his name. Great voice of the New York Yankees. Face him?
I did in the minor leagues. It's funny how things turn around. So I'm in Double-A. He was pitching for the West Haven Yankees out of the bullpen for their Double-A team.
Huh.
Worn out. And then he got better.
Well, you motivated him.
I guess he was tired of that.
Yeah. Clayton Kershaw had a perfect game brewing until Nick Markakis came up in the 5th. He singled to left. One of 3 singles the Braves have in the game tonight. A line drive. That's fair and into the corner by Markakis. Boy, he continues to be so steady and consistent. Hits lefties, hits righties, works counts, drives in runs. And he's got 2 hits against best left-hander on the planet tonight.
First time he's ever faced him. He's got a single and a double, a breaking ball up. Level swing, inside out swing. And that is a treacherous right field corner to play, and that's why Guerrero was smart just to go over toward the bullpen gate and wait for the ball to come to you.
Johnny Gomes is the batter. He's 0 for 2 in the game. And that ball gets under the padding out there, right? It can just scoot out.
Yeah, it used to be actually even more circular than it is now. Now it's kind of an actual corner in foul territory. But the ball hugs the wall, and if you don't put your foot out there and make sure it doesn't get by, I've seen a lot of guys go over to cut a ball off and wind up chasing it all the way around the wall.
Sounds to me like that's where your nightmares of the padding not going down to the warning track began.
That's probably where it came from. But you know, in the old days here, there was no padding on that. That was a kind of a metal railing. Short wall like it is now, right. But it was metal and no padding, so that ball would hit the concrete and just hug it.
Ball, 2 strikes.
But even at its age, and of course with the advancement in lighting, this ballpark is as well lit, if that's the right word, as any in baseball.
That one got through Ellis, and Markakis will move to third base on a ball in the dirt. A rare poor pitch from Kershaw tonight.
He's aggravated himself a couple times, though. You remember on some breaking balls in the dirt, and that's another one that looked like the puck got right under the blocker on A.J. Ellis.
Third wild pitch of the year for Kershaw. Two balls, 2 strikes. See if the Braves can spoil the shutout bid right here and have a big inning of their own. Simmons on deck. Gomes with nobody out. Didn't get the breaking ball. Kershaw struck him out. Runner at third, 1 man down.
Number 9 for Kershaw.
Number 19, Andrelton Simmons.
Well, that almost had a backup quality to it. Almost like a screwball. I know that wasn't what he was trying to throw, but that's kind of what it did.
So Andrelton Simmons, the next hope for the Braves. On the third, one out. And a fastball. He's still pumping that baby in there at 93, 94 miles an hour.
Yeah, his strikeouts have been evenly split for the most part. 5 by fastball, 4 by curveballs. And you know the type of competitor that he is, that even though he's got a very comfortable lead and pretty much assured of getting a win, he wants a shutout. So he's grinding right here to try to keep Markakis from scoring.
1 ball, 1 strike. At the knees, it's 1-2. A little outside. Complaining about just about anything Clayton Kershaw does on the mound is like complaining about the color scheme of the Monet that your grandfather willed to you. But how about this? How's a man as talented as Clayton Kershaw winless in postseason play?
That's hard to believe, isn't it? Last year he got knocked around pretty hard too.
Lost 2 games to the Cardinals. Simmons is struck out and tagged out for the second out. Kershaw's 0-3 lifetime in the playoffs for Los Angeles.
I don't know what their regular season record is against the Cardinals in recent years, but I can't imagine it's very good. I think they've had the Dodgers number.
Let me correct that. He's winless in the league championship series. He's 1-5 overall in the postseason.
Okay.
But still, 1-5 for Kershaw
doesn't seem possible.
Does not.
He's going to go to the windup now after getting those 2 strikeouts out of the stretch.
He's got Pedro Siriaco and a bounding ball foul at third. And I know the playoffs are, in some cases, a crapshoot. You just get in and somebody gets hot. But here's the guy that was the hottest pitcher on the planet, winning 18 of 19 decisions going into postseason play, and got shellacked. 0-1 count. Bouncing ball toward third. Turner retreats, scoops quickly, throws to first, and Clayton Kershaw preserves the shutout bid. A double and a wild pitch, 2 strikeouts and a ground out sends us to the stretch in an 8-0 game. a look at the big inning tonight. The Dodgers scored 6 runs in the 4th against Julio.
That was the first mistake he had made all night. It was a hanging breaking ball into Kendrick. Drove in the first run of the game. And then the hit parade was on. Turner goes the other way. ETHIER. Line drive double into the right field corner. That plated a couple. A.J. Ellis got in on the hit parade with a double. That drove in one, but a good relay prevented a second from scoring. When it wasn't over, as Clayton Kershaw, the 9th batter of the inning, drove in a run as well. And no, this is not part of the 6-run inning. This is actually the 7th.
And John Pederson has another hit. 2 singles for him, and that brings up Jimmy Rollins. 11 hits for the Dodgers tonight.
Now, I've been trying to, maybe a bunch of other people wondered the same thing. What's Jock Pederson's real name? And in their media guide, it's Jock, J-O-C.
I thought it might have been like Jacques, like a French pronunciation.
Or, what did I, J-O-C-K. I've known some guys, you know, that by that as a nickname, but it's J-O-C initial R, I think. Jock R. Pederson.
Huh.
His dad pitched briefly in the big leagues. His brother, I think, was with the Dodgers in the minor leagues. His name is spelled T-Y-G-E-R. I'm assuming that's Tiger. And not a Winnie the Pooh aficionado.
Right. Ground ball to short. And that'll double up Jimmy Rollins for the second out of the 7th inning. Beautiful Dodger Stadium. Our producer tonight, Brian Woodrum. Hope you're enjoying the shots from our director, the great Gary Lehman. Gretchen Caney, defeated once again in trivia tonight. He's our statistician. And the rest of our great Fox Sports crew with you tonight. Eric Kendall, our AD as well. Game 2, all LA tonight. And a little dribbler out to second. That should end the inning. Stoltz doing a good job in relief. 2 innings and 2/3 of 1 in relief. 8th inning, 8-0 LA. Be all he needs. He got 8 tonight, and he had another great night. It's our great clip of the game.
Didn't walk a batter. Struck out 10. That pretty much tells you all you need to know. He had that real slow hook working. He had a hard hook working. And he had that cheese. 101 pitches. And he is out of the ball game. No reason for him to continue, really. Save him an inning or a few pitches here and there. J.P. Howell on to relieve him.
And he'll face Bethancourt. Then the pitcher spot, and then Jace Peterson.
Another lefty with fastball curve, although he doesn't throw as hard as Clayton Kershaw.
Howell has been lost on Gilligan's Island. Only his second appearance in the last 14 games or days for the Dodgers. 10th big league year, third season with the Dodgers. Had 68 outings last season for Los Angeles. I remember J.P. Howell pitched great baseball for Tampa Bay in 2008 and 2009 in relief. Missed all of 2010 coming back from injury. And the Dodgers got him from the Rays.
Makes you think that maybe he's been hurt. Maybe he's been a little sore somewhere, because his numbers would tell you that he certainly deserved to pitch more than a couple of times in 2 weeks. Yeah, he's given up 13 hits in 10+ innings, but only 1 run.
Fly ball toward right center. This one will carry out to right field. And there's out number 1. Howell began his career at USC, then transferred to Texas. He broke Roger Clemens' 2-season record for strikeouts with the Longhorns. He graduated USC with a degree in communications and has published a children's book. The children's book called Dangles. The first in a series of 11 books about the adventures of a cartoon monkey.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Being a left-handed pitcher, I mean, I'm glad he didn't call it hanger.
Well, I guess Curious George was already taken. Ground ball to first, flip to the pitcher covering. Eric Stoltz is retired. That's the second out. Back to the top. And Jace Peterson. He's happy Kershaw's out of the game.
Jace Peterson.
Jace over 3 with a couple of strikeouts.
Coming into a ball game that's already 8-0 is not easy, but Eric Stoltz did a good job tonight. Got another inning to work. As you said, only 1 hit allowed in his 2 2/3 so far.
The paid attendance tonight, 40,667. Jace Peterson rounds one up the middle. Kendrick stumbles as he went to the backhand. And Peterson will reach with 2 outs.
You know, Jace had a little trouble with the
Number 25.
ground out there early in the ball game, remember?
Waiting on the scoring.
Base knock.
Should be. And MAYBIN bats. He had one of the Braves hits against Kershaw, and it is a hit for Peterson. Good for Jace. Alex Wood, Zach Greinke here tomorrow night. Hope you make your plans to join us. Good to see Alex back on the hill. It's been a while after he suffered through a virus in Atlanta. Just missed extra bases by a couple of inches. Count.
Oh, I'm sorry George Lopez wasn't down there to make the play. Comedian George Lopez was the ball person down the right field line for Memorial Day.
She's easier on the eyes than George Lopez. Just saying. 1 ball, 1 strike. Backed up, caught a corner. It's 1-2. Ellis smothered that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Houston won again. They beat Baltimore 4-1. The Astros apparently are for real. They've got a 5.5 game lead in the AL West. They just won their 30th game tonight.
Where was that game played?
Baltimore.
Okay. Boy, they've had some horrible flooding in Houston.
Oh, man, did you see the rivers of water?
Yeah.
20 inches of rain in some spots down by the Galleria and River Oaks area.
Cars piled up in places where they've just been washed down roads.
They'd pray for a tenth of that kind of rain here in Los Angeles. Frankly, all of California. 3-2 pitch. Runner goes, and MAYBIN takes ball 4. So some 2-out trouble for Howell. That brings up Freddie Freeman, who struck out 3 times tonight.
Now, have they changed that? I mean, it's still on the scoreboard as a hit, but I did hear the PA say that they were going to give Kendrick an error on the Pederson ground ball.
Okay. And on the board, you're right.
What, for falling down? Couldn't help that his feet went out from under him.
That might be reviewed after the game.
Yeah.
As it stands now on the board, it's listed as a hit, but apparently it is an error. Here's Freddie. A strike. They have pitched him great tonight. 0-2. And now the board has been changed. They take away the hit, give Kendrick an E4.
They've got the error in the wrong column.
Freddie Freeman has struck out swinging 4 times tonight. I wonder if that's ever happened for the Braves first baseman. We'll check on that as we head to the home 8th. It's the last of the 8th. Dodgers are shutting out the Braves. It's an 8-0 ball game. Eric Stoltz back out there for Atlanta. He's trying to save the bullpen. He's gone 2 2/3 scoreless after Julio Teheran was rocked in his 4 1/3 innings of work tonight. Big night for Adrian. He's over 1,000 RBIs in the big leagues, and he did it in the best possible fashion. An opposite field 2-run homer. The last pitch of the game Julio threw tonight. That ball's hit hard, but right at Jace Peterson. He's got it. There's the first out. Well, Dad, you're not going to want to miss this year's Father-Daughter Day. Saturday, June 6th, when the Braves take on the Pirates. Great ticket packages are available. They include a commemorative father-daughter t-shirt and a pre-game parade. Plan a memory your daughter won't forget. Visit Braves.com/fatherdaughter. Justin Turner is the batter. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run. Didn't get it. Strike one. Dodgers scoring runs tonight in what for them has been a rather unconventional way. Yes, Adrian Gonzalez did hit a home run. The other 6 runs have come in conventional fashion. Lots of hits, walks, putting the ball in play. Dodgers offense.
Number 16.
Eyes on the home run 46% of the time for their runs.
And they won those battles that I talked about with Julio, those 5 pitches that were going to be key to him. Seemed to all come in the 4th inning, and the Dodgers won each one of them.
Yeah. That was an excellent call because, again, with Clayton Kershaw, no matter how he's pitching, the margin for error is so slim.
And you never expect a big inning like that against Julio.
No. What worries me, 1 strikeout. This stuff's too good to have.
Yeah. That was in the 1st inning.
That little swing and miss action. Fly ball to right. And that will send our game to the 9th inning. Tip of the cap for Eric Stoltz.
You bet.
That is a big-time positive in what's been a disappointing night for the Braves. Last call for Atlanta, down 8 heading to the 9th.
As the Dodgers lead the Braves 8-0. as the night winds down here in LA. Of course, the story before the game, another late scratch for Alberto Callaspo as trade talks continued for the infielder for the Braves. It was a fair assumption it was with the Dodgers again, but throughout the night there has been Twitter chatter of a trade possibly going on. Of course, after the game, we will have all the latest for you on Braves Live and get the latest on this possible trade that could be going down tonight. Details to come after the game, guys.
Okay, Christina, thank you very much. If it's on Twitter, that's great, but until it's announced, it's not official. We heard that last night. So we will get the official word from the Braves and pass it along as soon as possible as we go to the ninth inning. Sergio Santos, no relation to Ron Santos, the former Cub, will pitch for Los Angeles. There's a strike to Nick. He has had a fine night tonight. 2 positives for Atlanta. Stoltz out of the bullpen. Markakis against Kershaw tonight. 2 hits.
Chance for Sergio Santos to kind of right the ship a little bit. High ERA in 11 games, 12 hits, 7 runs, 7 walks, but he struck out 15 also. Throws hard, mid-90s fastball, good slider. Been in the big leagues, a couple of different clubs, mostly in the American League.
Fouled away at the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. It seems so odd when you read through the Dodger press notes for their relief pitchers with whom we may not be as familiar and see that he had his contract selected April 25th from AAA Oklahoma City. It's not Albuquerque.
Yeah, Oklahoma City Dodgers. Playing in Bricktown.
Took a big chunk out of A.J. Ellis's shoulder. Ouch.
I'm not sure if A.J. was trying to catch it or just get out of the way, but he wasn't able to do either one. Oh. That looked like a shoulder ball. Oh, mercy. Got a 40-foot slider.
Do the right thing and block it, and did, but with the exposed shoulder. And Markakis has a 3-hit night. He is something. A night like this is one reason why the Braves signed Nick Markakis to the deal they signed him to. He's steady.
And his bat stays in the strike zone a long time.
I mean, again, it'd be very tempting in an 8-0 game. All right, he lost. Let's look ahead to tomorrow. Nope. He's going to grind out the at-bats. So's this man, Johnny Gomes. Johnny's rolled for 3. And a little late. Strike 1. Santos, born in Los Angeles. Went to Mater Dei High School in Santa Ana, California. Broke in with the White Sox in 2010. As a major league pitcher, he has never started a game. Since a breakout 2011 season with the White Sox, it saw him save 30 games. Shoulder problems and shoulder surgery specifically. 2012 cost him a lot of time.
He's back though. The ball's coming out of his hand nicely. His command's a little off perhaps.
That caught a corner, full count.
He's been 93-94 tonight.
A converted shortstop. Played 7 years in the minor leagues as a shortstop, became a full-time pitcher in 2009. Needed just 26 minor league outings before he got to the big leagues as a pitcher. This one's hit toward left. And playable for Guerrero. He's got it. One man down in the Atlanta ninth.
Number 19, Andrelton Simmons.
In the turnabout is fair play department, Andrelton Simmons was signed as a pitcher. Wanted to play shortstop. So that'll be fun. He extended his batting streak to 4 games with a 5th inning single. It's been hard to come by for the Braves. Just 5 of them tonight. The Dodgers had 6 hits in the 4th inning alone.
How about a National League game that's 8-0 and hasn't had one bench player used on either side?
What does that tell you? Someone's in the dirt and all the way to the screen. MARKAKIS moves to second on a wild pitch. Santos is wearing out A.J. Ellis.
Ripping that slider a little too tight, I would say.
Yeah, Ellis on the shoulder and now the forearm.
Yeah, it's kind of like AJ's like, you know what? Check the scoreboard real quick. Let's just work on that slider in the bullpen. We'll try to finish this up with fastballs. What do you say?
2 balls, no strikes. There's one. Good call. 2-1. In the air to center, right at Jock Peterson. He's got it. Sharply hit, but that's the second out. And the final hope for the Braves is Pedro Siriaco, who is 0 for 3.
13, Pedro Siriaco.
Just a little low. 1 ball, no strikes. Alex Wood and Zach Greinke wrap up the series tomorrow night. Dodgers are going to win their 12th series at home. Fly ball right center. Peterson's underneath. He's calling for it, and the Dodgers behind Clayton Kershaw, J.P. Howell, and Sergio Santos shut out the Braves by a final score of 8-0. Atlanta's road miseries in Los Angeles continue tonight. Kershaw won it, Teheran lost it. And Clayton Kershaw's marvelous performance, Joe, is our T-Mobile game changer tonight.
And it evens his record at 3-3. And the way he pitched tonight makes you wonder how in the world he's 2-3 with a .432 coming into this ball game tonight. Our T-Mobile game changer with all those excellent numbers that we've shown you throughout the night comes away the winner.
Dodgers win the series 8-0 our final score. The Braves mustered but 5 hits against the Dodgers superstar left-hander Clayton Kershaw, and a very effective